boil them for just a little bit first. Then it makes the peanut a little bit easier for boiling.
Parboil,
Don't ask why I know.
You think the giants far enough? Yeah, no, they're gonna skin you alive and they're gonna boil you alive.
And there's a lot of alive.
Find your bones.
There has been times when he's been lost at sea and there's been no food supply.
Oh god.
He does not enjoy those moments.
So do you wish to visit the local psych ward?
I think it's worth at least
to talk to them.
He's seen the log cabin at least, so maybe he knows.
If you can get Featherfall, you can use Featherfall on the throwing rocks.
Cast Featherfall on the
Wait, I thought you can only use Featherfall in person.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
So
by the way,
when they're throwing rocks at you,
bands.
they do
So
like
I don't know if it would be
20d6 damage or whatever it's called. They do massive damage.
Psychic glance.
You can Featherfall them.
You can actually Featherfall objects?
I don't think so.
Choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. Falling creatures' rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round.
I mean, if it's a pet rock, does that count as a creature?
If it's a pet rock with googly eyes.
Maybe if they threw an animal at you.
What if he was this kind of rock? You know, like I mean, it's a creature.
We throw googly eyes on the rocks.
it works.
Just like quickly make sure one lands, then pass.
This conversation is going to get us locked up in the insane asylum for the round.
I mean, that's why we're going.
Okay, so big picture is not insane. Where is this insane asylum? Is it in Hyrie? Is it here in Hyrie?
Hyrie doesn't count. It'd be in the free city.
I thought it was hiring.
Free city.
I said that too.
Greyhawk?
Free city of Greyhawk, yes.
Okay.
It's 3 days by force.
Is it in the same direction we are going to see the ogres, the giants?
The giants would be in the general direction.
In the same
southern and northern direction.
So close
Greyhawk is to your northwest. The giants would be to your
Scimitar.
All the more reason to go to the cycles.
It's not on our way.
Oh, it's not on our way. I thought he said it was.
Do you want to go to Greyhawk?
If this is where the giants are, that's where the insane asylum
How
is.
far are the giants from us?
Greyhawk is this way. Giants are this way.
Your attack bonus is combined with
And how far is it? How far is it to the giants from
3
where we
days
are?
will delay your journey by about a day.
Probably higher. What's your pushing?
I still think we should talk to the
I've never been to Greyhawk. Let's go Greyhawk.
And then now here's the thing. Based on the information he gives us, can we go back to the treehouse plan a little bit more?
Yes.
I thought we were talking to the
Gandhi, the merchant.
no, but I thought we were going to the psych ward.
We are.
Cyclone's in Greyhawk, so it's 3 days away.
Greyhawk is 3 days away. It's to your northwest. Said northwest. And the giants are to your southwest.
Oh, so it's a totally different direction.
Not totally different. They're both mostly western.
Okay.
vertically different directions.
Yes.
But horizontally, they're generally in the same direction.
I like going to Greyhawk and purchasing a wagon with like 4,000 barrels of oil.
I like going to Greyhawk and thinking that I'm impersonating myself when it's actually just straight up me.
How are we going to transport all that oil?
Wagon with horses.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's going to give up their magic items so that they can have a wagon?
Don't we have a bag of holding?
We have bag
5
of
potions of healing.
You guys have your other goals.
Bag of holding would work for the oil
Besides,
barrels.
not
Yeah,
even
yeah,
positive.
I mean, why skip the barrels? Put it all.
No.
Doesn't someone have a hat that pours out mayonnaise or something? Don't we have a...
We did.
We have a magic item that pours out like whatever liquid
Mayonnaise or like
Oh,
Can you
God.
do oil?
There's some flashbacks to like some post. Yeah, but they made they had like some cool things to some person they took as prisoner where they made them like highly addicted to the mayonnaise and that would constantly refill. And they like the person like apparently really did not like mayonnaise or something.
Wait a
They made
minute.
the sick, but
Hold
they were
on.
addicted. So it's just
Big
like,
Wig
oh, God,
has a
why
question.
would you do this?
Question for the DM. Tack has the element of the fire elemental. How large is the fire elemental compared to a giant?
About 8 to 10 feet.
So,
About halfway up.
yeah,
Right up to the
yeah.
next.
you know, if we get...
Giant would be about yay big, relatively speaking.
Here's what I was thinking. Tack, you have the fire elemental necklace with you still, right?
Right.
If need be, we soak the cabin with oil, summon a fire elemental, walk to the house, set everything on fire. And we do it at a very safe distance back.
But what about the things inside?
What if these giants are being controlled? And
That's
just
the problem.
killing them
What
for
if
no
they have
reason?
people that are alive?
Oh shit.
So there's a multitude of problems with the fire plan because number one,
You're
what about
saying
all
that
the
the
stuff
giants
inside
have been
that we take?
enslaved?
No.
Are you liberating enslaved giants?
And how is that different?
That is true. Bigwig is ashamed to admit he didn't think of it that. And if they are enslaved, Bigwig will
to
try to
release
free them. Bigwig will try to free them.
All right, now I'm concerned.
Bigwig
Bigwig's
says
not racist.
a slave is a slave and they need to be free.
A slave is a slave no matter how tall.
Yeah.
It could be a cult. They might not be
Good
enslaved.
night, everybody.
Didn't Abraham Lincoln say that?
Wait, what? What, child labor or something?
That's the hardest. That's the
great
worst thing I've
campaign
said in
already.
quite some time.
Banger quote off rip.
Bigwig thinks always for reminding him that yes.
I hope
that
that's
is
not
his
on.
mission.
Yeah, no, we're getting
I
banned.
know it's on.
Oh, great.
I gotta get
Hey,
a
don't
joke.
worry.
You know what? I can use this for the joke.
This is not nearly the worst thing anyone has ever uploaded to this channel.
Okay.
It
So
gets infinitely worse.
okay. Here's the question. So 3 days. 3 days to Greyhawk.
Yeah.
We'll take horses or whatever. We'll just ride. It takes 3 days by horse, right?
By foot.
That's supposed to get the free city of practically get horses.
Don't we have horses?
Why don't we ask the merchants if we can borrow some of his horses?
Yeah, Mr. Nandi Bardwell. I mean, we borrow horses from you.
I brought my horse to ride you. I could stock you up with horses at the free city of Christ.
There
Oh,
you go. So we got to walk to Graham.
okay. We'll walk to Greyhawk.
No worries, we're rabbits. We'll
I'm not
we'll
sure
bitch these guys
that
behind.
bringing horses just looks like meat to these guys, though.
Okay?
Horse stew is better than human stew.
And horses do travel twice as fast
I don't mind.
That's true.
Only twice?
But also think of it this way. Bigwig points out, if we travel by foot, we're gonna be tired.
Oh, it's good for discipline.
But we need to save our strength for fighting.
And robbing. Or getting our
That's secondary.
claiming our reward.
Yes.
It's not robbing if they're giving it to us.
Hold on.
But couldn't we spend the night at Greyhawk and then come back?
Yeah.
Oh,
mean-
Bigwig points out this. In Greyhawk, if I see any of the slave lords, I'm killing them.
Yeah.
You're not stopping
Wait,
me.
can't we just like do a thing and get out without causing more trouble?
Put a hood on him, and then he.
I mean, are you saying you don't want slave lords killed?
Tolerate slavery.
But the slave lords have been known
Bigwig
to
almost got me
disavow
killed a year ago.
So therefore,
I
you
took
know
90
his
points of
potential.
damage.
Therefore, you know his potential.
I know he has a thing that's
When I talked with
against
the head of the Miners Guild, and I showed him the book that
I
Talon
think
stole
he
from
needs
me,
more puff pastries.
that he was in league with one of the slave lords.
Listen, man, you're talking
Or
to a
they
guy
took
who has
claim to
brackets
slave
on his
lords.
It is
I don't mean
unlikely
I don't mean
that
this
they're
as
gonna be
in
on the street.
I have this as an ability. I mean this as in I am
He said,
audacious.
yes, you can find that slave lord in the city of Greyhawk.
Okay. If he's on set with someone, I'm on set
No,
with
but I say if I come across him, I'm killing him.
Wait, what if we come across him and then we figure out what we do if that happens? Rather than just charging in face first and probably getting everybody killed.
There are bigger things at stake here.
And I want everyone to remember that the, I believe it's like the Scarlet Brotherhood's name of the group of slavers it was. They're literally just fantasy Nazis.
Oh.
fantasy what?
They're fantasy martial arts Nazis.
All
They're
right.
going to be the generic gods of Grey.
Fun ninja
Found
Nazis.
the head of the Miners Guild said, yes, we took payments from Ramonsten the Lazy, who is one of the slave lords, and he told me, oh, he doesn't visit Hyrule, you can find him in Greyhawk if he makes a visit.
Yeah, let's kind of track. If we find that guy, he is going to be on site.
So we're just going to be on this long side quest.
No. I'm not going to go on the side quest. I'm just saying, if I see him, it's on site.
No, I think we're ready to go to
It's
Greyhawk.
not a side quest if it's the main one.
Quick trip to the
We're already on
cycle.
our way to
What's a side quest?
Everybody's walking and talking. Everybody's
Yeah. Okay.
on walkabout.
Okay, so we pack up some food, we have our weapons, we make our way to Greyhawk.
Would you like to ask Melody about Loneston the Lazy if he's encountered this man?
Yes.
I saw him once being brought to the local jail.
Local.
Jail. He's been sentenced. like in jail. That's where he was.
Would you break into a jail? Would you kill the guards?
Has been running his operations from jail.
He's not a slaver anymore.
No, he's running his operations from jail still?
It's basically he's been put in jail for long enough that Nandi just views him as someone that's been sent to jail for his crimes during the invasion of Greyhawk by the Scarlet Brotherhood. But the Miners Guild says they've been making deals with the guy. This leads you to think he's been running his crime operations from jail.
Got it.
Like Kingpin.
It's like a kingpin.
Thank you.
How's Daredevil? Daredevil?
That's
It's
Daredevil.
good, but I haven't watched it.
Daredevil Born Again.
Is it good? The new one's really good.
It's pretty good.
And they're bringing Jessica Jones back.
Just
I'm excited.
great.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Do you know Young Kingpin went to Woodbridge High School in Irvine?
No!
The actor who played Young Kingpin was like a kid that played D&D with my oldest son.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cast clips of warding. Does that have a cost?
He left his junior year, so we only knew him as freshmen, so he's still really young.
Okay. Bigwig says if he's in jail, don't be surprised if he's mysteriously found dead.
200 gold.
By unnatural causes.
Yes. Oh no, natural causes.
No, unnatural. We're making it now.
Natural causes include having getting stabbed is a natural way to die.
What's your AC?
I mean, yeah, it is a natural way to die if you're a slaver. That's true.
You can also
Maybe if you're gonna kill someone, don't tell everybody about it.
you're not gonna rat me
Walking in the
out.
woods, just clearing out spies walking around us as we speak this very moment.
Well, also, Bigwig points out this is a slave lord, a slaver, people who enslave innocent people.
It sounds like it's legal in Greyhawk.
No, it's not.
Slavery is not legal in Greyhawk.
Not in the city.
I thought it was. Regardless of legal or not,
Slavery
it's
is
still
legal in Greyhawk. This guy was in prison for life for trying to do underground slavery.
taking a picture of us.
Okay.
But apparently, he's still been doing his crime from jail.
Alright, I'm more on board with killing the guy.
Well, we need to go to the insane
To
asylum
escape. I
first.
mean, like, monk
I
in a
assume you
cage
can
is-
talk us into the insane asylum without us getting arrested or killing anyone.
One person goes to the
Can't we
center,
just do
one
hours?
person gets their appointment booked. Nandi can.
Nandi can bring you.
Oh, who was Gandhi? He came with us.
Yes. He has to get a history of Greyhawk as well because Guardians want to be in the same place as the Greyhawk.
Got it.
Nandi, did you also walk here?
No, I rode my horse. I didn't ride
So we have
my horse.
Okay, your horse.
So we head to Greyhawk, right?
Yes.
It'll be a 3-day trip. You arrive in Greyhawk safely.
No monsters, no bandits, nothing.
Don't give him my data room.
No monsters yet.
Okay.
The roads to Greyhawk are written in the books to be safe for the most part. You might encounter guys when you start moving towards.
Okay.
Towards Dia, but you're making the ground safely. You reach you approach the psych ward, and you're ushered to the patient, a half-orc named Braun.
Brond.
Okay.
Braun.
Yeah.
This is B-R-O-N-D.
VRONG.
D-R-O-N-D. Z?
G-R-O-N-D.
Brond. Okay. I heard Brond, like with a B.
This is the one that escaped? This is the patient?
This is the escaped hill giant. Yes.
Oh, there's a hill giant.
No, not a hill giant. Prisoner.
Oh, okay.
Half-orc half-right hill giant.
Is he sleeping? Is he
Yeah, how does he
psychotically
look?
staring at the wall?
Does he look sane?
He looks unnerved but relatively safe. He seems to be writing his diary.
He's writing in his diary.
Yes.
Are you alright to speak?
Yes.
That's what I asked you.
Yes.
We have some questions about the incident. We won't be too pushy.
It helps.
If nothing else, you can
So-
write out the questions and give it to the doc.
Everyone, what are we wanting to ask so I can ask it?
Well, we definitely want to ask about the log cabin. What it looks
log
like.
cabin?
Yeah, what it looks like, how big is it, etc.
And where it is, maybe?
Yeah, where it is.
Yeah, if he's writing his diary, ask him, sir, in your diary, could you spare a page and sketch out what did the log cabin inside look like? Were there any open windows? Or was it a second story? Was there a chimney?
He actually, hang on, since my character has been painting and stuff, he probably has a sketchbook with him. He hands him a page and like a pen that may have gotten approved by security here.
It sounds like you guys are starting to fight.
Pen and paper and sketchbook.
Are we starting to fight? The paper is the sketchbook.
Sketchbook. Asked to sketch the schematics.
He shows you relatively this much of the map.
So just like the outward shape of it?
So you see room 7, room 6, the hallway that connects to the
southeast corner.
So, wait, how many entrances?
Yeah, he only knows that one entrance.
He knows only one entrance to the main one.
So which ones are the ones I shouldn't be saying?
He knows here, 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 and here.
I could just like take a picture of it and just like erase off what's not in there.
Oh, do that.
Hold a piece of paper over it so he can take a picture.
You want to do that?
It's a trust-based game.
No, don't worry.
So have this on the chat. Just erase the stuff you didn't see.
And how many giants were in this facility?
30 at a time.
30 at a time was the maximum I've ever seen.
Male and female giants, or all males?
No females, there's a couple females, I guess.
Did they have dogs or any other creatures with them? Were there any livestock?
Yeah, humans.
His wife had a habit of feeding dogs to a pet bear.
So which room numbers do we have that are available for me?
There's a leader, hill giant.
Yeah, I was going to ask if this was like organized.
Giants in there. There's no humans. There's
Some ogres and ogres.
They had ogres there too?
Yes, ogres.
Ogres are giant
I believe I might have seen. I don't know how to describe it as warty. Warp didn't look like a regular.
Say it again, I couldn't hear you.
No, it wasn't warp. It was warty.
Like an ogre. Bigger than a hill giant.
So hang on, what numbers were the rooms that we saw?
You know, 7, 6. The hallway that connects from 6 to 1. That's what you have.
That's all? So I don't have 2, 4, like 2 or number 4?
Yeah, no, you only have 7, 6. The hallway that connects to 1 is 1.
Okay.
How did you escape?
176 in the hallway.
The guards get drunk.
What?
The guards get drunk. And is that only at night?
Day, night, doesn't matter. They drink.
The guards are drunk.
Guards are drunk.
Bigwig talks to Grom and says, Grom, we are kind of interested. Was there a leader, or was this big plus warty, bigger than hill giant figure? Was that the leader? Is there someone controlling them or giving them orders?
They did mention a lady. That's all
A lady?
they were using the same sound they used to describe the females, the more respectful tone.
Okay.
It seemed to be more of like a figure of importance.
Would I know if hill giants are matriarchal or patriarchal?
You can look.
Okay.
History.
All right. I'm so great at it. 18.
There's no real matriarchy or patriarchy with hill society, just who can clobber.
Would that be the males, though?
Strangely, there isn't a physical dominance between genders with giants. They're almost perfect creations of the Allfather, the males and females.
So there's nothing to indicate the lady would not be a hill giant.
There's nothing to indicate that she would not. But we do know that the leader of these guys was male.
You mentioned that some of the female giants were feeding to a pet bear?
The wife of the chief has a pet cave bear.
How big is a cave bear?
An Indian large.
Dang.
Not very
Room
big.
2 was number
The regular bear is a CR2. I don't know about a cave bear. CR3?
Was room 2 in the thing of what he saw?
Sorry.
It's along the hallway.
No, you just
So no room 2?
kind of managed to just took a quick drive.
Yeah, no worries.
Were there?
Sorry. No, please.
Were there any other prisoners there with you?
Okay.
That, like, where all
You are
of them?
10.
There were, I'd say, about 13 people left when I escaped.
What were they doing? Just waiting to get cooked?
They were trying to claw out, like dig an exit through them.
Were they keeping them to eat or just to hold or?
To eat.
Where are they keeping them? In a cage or in a room?
They're keeping them in room 7. So,
That's why he knows about it.
Does room 7 have an outdoor end? Like, is the wall
Room 7 is
wall does end plus
room 7 only has an indoor
They're trying to
entrance.
crawl that way. We can try to see if we can get through them.
Were there any...
What?
We can dig in. Where they're trying to dig out, we'll dig in for that.
Oh yeah, there is a hole in the tiles.
Yeah. Or, if a wizard knows to spell pass wall...
D-door. I have D-door.
Okay. Quick question.
Bring
Were
it
there
back.
any... how many stories was the cabin? 1 story or 2?
One, but there is a watchtower
Sent the map to group.
overlooking room 1.
I sent out the map.
There's a watchtower? So this is a fairly sophisticated structure.
4 hillsides.
How long has this, did it look like it was newly erected or has it been there for a while?
I am going to
Higher society.
We are understanding that the attacks began about a month ago.
Wood hasn't begun rotting yet.
But it sounds like the structure you're describing has been built for more than a month.
Well, it's honestly only a quarter of the map.
And it's in a swamp. The wood is being brought into the swamp, or is it made from trees growing naturally in the
It's
swamp?
not made from swamp.
And how swampy is this area? I mean, are we on dry land, or is it really marshy?
It's really marshy.
D20 on the guy who entered my range.
So they're bringing wood to this location. Why do you think this location? What's special about this spot in the swamp?
He's insane. I don't think he
There's
knows.
nothing interesting.
Nothing that I've seen.
He's not
It
insane.
didn't glow at night. Were there any unusual sounds, or at night? Did you hear anything unusual? Was there strange lights or anything?
Careful not to cry too much.
Did you see where they keep their drink, their ale, or was it in barrels outside, or?
Until it is your turn again.
Good point.
You're gonna try to
Giants are drunkards. That's it.
Great to spike those.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, we drug them, and then we run out.
Careful not to get into that ale.
Let's see, there's only going to need to be, let's see, 8, 6, you're going to need to put 64 times the amount of,
Because they're so big.
because they're so big, 64 times the amount of poison for a regular person.
I didn't mean poison. It's just something to spike them, make them sleep.
Yeah, like a drug.
Same thing.
Quick question. You mentioned, Grant, you mentioned this figure that was pussy and warty and bigger than giant. Can you describe it? What was he doing?
Short swords.
What is it, like a fellow friend, or was it a pet the giants were treating? What is this figure?
Literally 5 and 6 on
You know when like slowly circles sometimes think they're better than everyone else, but just have to interact with each other?
Yes.
That's the energy I see.
With my incredible knowledge of giants, would we know anything about these creatures?
You can make a history or a fun check.
You have a big bonus for that.
Yeah, I should be okay. I rolled a 15 on the die, I'm pretty good.
In guidance, you get a plus D4.
Beat me on that. Plus 2.
What kind of check are you making?
Arcana or history. So I'm plus 8, so 23 plus 2 is 25.
Yeah, you would know what this is.
Fomorians?
Correct.
They're dreaded Fomorians.
What is a Fomorian?
Giant mules. Like, more brainless, more bestial. So there's giants, like the 5 main types of giants, and then there's like these bastard branches of giants, like ogres,
Yes.
and Etons and Fomorians are all.
I know what an Eden is, but this is a Fomorian.
Oh, they're just giants, but they're just dumb. They're more beasts.
They're covered in like.
Are they not dumb?
Incorrect. A Fomorian only has a -1 to intelligence.
They're smarter than a
Whereas a
giant,
giant has a -5.
but they're not organized at all. Like they live in the woods.
They're from the. Basically, I'll give you the lore because you know it. You're okay. The giants have something known as the Ordinance. This is the giant task system which organizes teams. Every 500 years, the Ordinance is unset and the giants fall off the The Fomorians tried to gain power from the Feywild by taking the thrones of the Lords of the They were cursed and banished from the Ordinance for defying the will of their father. And they said, you just fight as giants.
Oh, they cheated.
They cheated, and they were kicked out of the Ordinance. And were cursed to be deformed and but they used to be just a giant.
So we know hill giants, and then above the hill giants you have the fire giants.
It's hill giants, stone giants, frost giants.
Wait, slower. Hill giants, stone giants, frost giants, fire giants,
cloud
giants,
and storm giants. There is one other type of giant that has been also cast out of the ordinary, the death giants.
Death giants.
Yes, they were also cast out of the ordinary.
I thought it was a metal band.
Same as Fomor.
Would those be undead creatures? Or?
Oh no, their whole thing is they can just harvest the souls of the dead to give themselves enhanced strength. We don't know if they're called before that. They're from 3rd edition. They made a deal with the death god.
So we're dealing with hill giants.
The bottom of the chain.
Can anyone disguise as a storm giant?
I mean, I can sneak around, but if I stand on his shoulders, maybe.
I had an idea.
We could polymorph someone into a giant.
Make them big.
No,
But
also-
they just, if they
Wait.
do this, then they'll find out.
Bigwood turns to Ross and says, do you have the enlarge spell?
I do in my hat.
Become large doesn't let you become huge.
Can't get you big enough.
You can disguise up to 2 feet bigger than yourself or something like that, but that's.
I should
not
take
gonna work.
polymorph. I can get polymorph.
If we polymorph...
No, polymorph unless it's a beast.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
Are
that's a
Fomorian
monstrosity.
beasts?
No one has disguised self.
They are.
How are we going to get that large, though?
I'm like
I can
8 feet
stand on
tall.
I can stand on you.
Or, yeah, I stand on tack, like, you know, like two,
Yeah, it's Muppet
With a
Man.
trench
You're doing
coat.
both in a trench coat.
yeah, that's the only thing
I don't know the
can think of.
Muffin Man reference.
But I don't
Is it
think
from
they're-
Shrek?
No, it's from the Muppet movie. Whenever they have 3 Muppets standing on each other and put a big trench
Oh, you're saying Muppet Man. I was hearing Muffin Man.
I heard Muffin Man as well.
Okay.
No, Muppet.
Maybe the puff pastries got me thinking.
Or,
Jim Henson, come on, Bob Ross.
Yeah. I know Jim Henson. Come on, we have the same hair.
or there is one more question. Was there a chimney or are there windows in the cabin? No chimney? Wait,
Just torches, and a
Fireplace.
and the fireplace has no ceiling.
but then...
So there's a way in, but because there's a hole in the ceiling, just not on your fire. It's not a chimney.
What about, where are they keeping the loot? Do they have a treasure?
I don't know.
Okay, oh, is there a
Second
basement?
story.
Is there a basement?
Not that I know.
He was held as a captive. He doesn't know the whole way.
Yeah.
Is there lodge in a clearing, or is there like a forest close by that we can?
Nothing. It's just. Wait, there's a cave. There's a cave about a mile away from there.
And they have a watchtower as well.
Yeah. So when we approach, they're gonna see us.
What shape are the prisoners in? Could we arm them? Would they fight?
They're not warriors.
They
We
could.
drive carts, right? We don't kill.
They could try to fight.
You could try to fight. It's like IRL. Imagine you. Unless I don't know much about you actually.
I would try, but still,
I mean, if I have a pointy thing, I can probably hurt
we
someone.
should bring a bunch of short swords or something.
Give me a sandal.
For reference, commoners have +2 to hit for 1d4, have 4 HP and an AC of 10.
Awesome.
There would be 13 of those guys.
So
For reference,
Yeah, but they're not enemies.
Yeah.
for reference, the hill giants have 105 HP, 13 AC, get 2 attacks, and they do 3d8 plus damage.
They can take them.
They auto kill the pets.
if they get hit.
And how far away do we think this swamp is from here? To stay south?
From now, you're mostly going west, slightly south. It'll take you about 4 days.
We're getting horses though, right? So, so let's mount up and head down there, man. I think we got everything we need.
No, we still.
What's your deception?
My deception?
We said we were planning to go back to the treehouse, get our supplies, and make a plan of attack.
I'm too honorable.
Is that what
I
we
believe
said?
there's good in everybody.
I'm too
I thought we
audacious.
were going to do it like kind of on the way.
No, we didn't. You say after Greyhawk, we go straight back to the treehouse plan, then go to the.
I don't think we need to go back to the treehouse. I think we're
I
ready
don't
to go
think
get
we
the
should go back
giants.
to the treehouse.
Yeah, there's already that back.
Maybe if someone's got sending, we can ask one of the
I have a sending. No, I do. I have 2 sending stones.
ask someone to bring us stuff.
What stuff do we need, man? We got our bag of holding.
What's your deception?
My deception is +8.
We could do the whole in a trench coat thing if we get a disguised self potion and make you look like someone else.
We might
Yeah, but I
stand
can't
looking
look
at
like
each
a
other. We
giant.
might look like an ogre.
Disguised self, I mean.
Yeah, disguise self, I can do 1 foot taller or shorter.
That's
I'm
basically.
saying we put ourselves in a trench coat, someone's underneath you.
And both are disguised.
No, it's just buttoned up.
Probably still a separate creature, so it won't be one person. Unless, of course,
No, he's underneath me in the trench.
yeah, well,
Could you disguise yourself as like the top half of one and you want to body the
unless, of course, you sewed yourself together on a molecular level.
No, we can disguise the top to look like
big
more like a
trench coat.
big, big, bulky, and then it's wrapped in like a blanket.
Hold on.
Or how about invisibility?
Have major image.
Yeah.
Because then you can control a 15-foot cube
That's a good
and
idea.
make that, and you can make it walk and sound and do all kinds of stuff.
We could do invisibility.
Gonna be.
Yeah, we could. Well, here's the thing.
We have invisibility.
Yeah, we have invisibility.
You
we
couldn't
just
get
sneak
all
in?
of us, could you?
Does anyone have seeming? Is that too high?
With major image, we wouldn't be able to lie very well. You can lie really well.
So if it's a big trench coat, I can make my arms really big, and then whoever's at the bottom is covered by the trench coat.
I see
anyway.
SpongeBob with the balloon arms trying to get really big arms.
Yes.
Just an idea.
We shenanigan our way through this. We want to shenanigan through this.
Are they Grog?
Sorry, my daughter had me watch SpongeBob forever.
You talk
Did
as
you
if I don't
notice
watch
any,
SpongeBob on a regular basis.
I would hope
Parts or
that
any traffic
Basically balloon muscles.
there?
Yeah, oh, I watch SpongeBob. I know what he's talking about. I've written cartoons.
I don't know your guys' job yet. I've only been here for a few weeks. I know nothing about y'all.
Coming in, delivering food.
And I'm bad with names too, so I like.
You need SpongeBob, though, right?
Yeah, I know that. But I don't know you guys is what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, so
and it's only giant. No humans bring the
I'm not talking about me, no. I'm talking about me.
One creature. One creature.
So
One creature invisible.
So wait, the giants get
So he can be invisible.
radiant?
You can be invisible. Sneak in. See what you see.
Cast it to get more or no?
It's wild as very
Got it. So
Well, actually, I can.
The most thing I would see.
So I can cast it for an additional creature for each slot above level 2.
That's high though. You wouldn't be able to get all of those.
Because 70% of the population needs to be out.
So he can get himself invisible. So that would be 6.
I think there's probably invisibility. Okay, and
My stealth is really good without
yeah.
invisibility.
Hold on. Who has tongues? Does anyone have the tongue spell? If we can,
I speak giant.
comprehend language.
okay, we need to. If we do part of reconnaissance and we hide away from the cave bear because I get the feeling the cave bear can smell, we can eavesdrop on their conversations and learn more about what's going on.
Yeah.
16 plus 5, that's 21. Do I
I'm
get?
guessing the rogues have great stealth. But
So, do you guys want to begin your journey?
Yes.
Begin your
I don't know
journey.
why I have athletics and acrobatics as proficiencies. Maybe that's like from like
Wait,
a
hold on.
class feature or something. But like
I would like to have this party make DC 10 Constitution saving throws today.
Okay.
If you fail, you will build up a level.
when I was
we took investigation.
We're hurrying.
I took investigation,
It's not that you're
insight,
hurt, it's that you're going and raining the entire time to go through a wall.
but I can't remember what by
DC 10 con
just
checks.
proficiency.
Probably.
As you are forced to march through a rainy.
But how many days is it?
4 days.
So when we do a long rest, doesn't that get rid of the exhaustion?
It gets rid of one level of
Yeah, so
exhaustion.
if we get one, we rest, we get rid
So
of it.
maybe so that's only one for the last day. Arrive at the giant.
Okay, well I made 3.
You made 3 out of 4.
I made 3 already. So
Roll out DC 10 cons.
Everyone?
everyone.
DC 10
Yes. If you fail, you build a level of exhaustion.
with a D20.
17.
What's going on?
Con
Make
save.
con save.
Con save.
To avoid building a level of exhaustion.
Oh boy.
Okay. First, so 3 times.
No, just once. We
take a long
should have a
rest.
way to make a restful night.
16.
Succeed.
I got a 1.
Natural one.
Your character builds one level of exhaustion.
You die.
I got an 8.
That's basically what exhaustion does.
What was the DC?
10.
10.
Level of exhaustion means that you
I had-
have disadvantage on skill checks.
Then you succeed. So that's be a 10.
So on the character builder, you can pick that you have exhaustion.
Oh, but I passed because I got 13.
But I didn't. And it makes it really easy.
Oh, okay.
So here,
Oh, conditional.
you just add 1 level of exhaustion. And it's on that sketch. So it even shows you a sad picture of my guy dying.
Wait, that helps.
Yeah, I failed. I rolled a 6 plus 2 is 8.
Oh no.
So, you have a -2 to all D20 rolls.
Oh, they changed it for 2024?
Wow.
Your speed is reduced by 5 feet, and this is all times the number of exhaustion.
Big Wig carries
Not as bad as I thought it
So
was.
your speed is reduced by 5 feet, and you
knight in
have
shining armor.
-2 to D20 rolls.
So yeah, minus 2 to D20 rolls, and then
Minus 5 feet.
Less. 5 feet less.
So yeah, so you're moving 25 instead of 30.
Big Wig carries him on his back. Huh? We're horses?
don't tell him that.
You're carrying both him and the horse on your back. On
He's
top of
carrying-
your horse.
He's carrying the horse. He's faster.
As long as you can make a strength check, I don't see a problem.
Technically, I have the belt of fire giant strength.
Yeah, you could be doing that.
Yeah, it's the horse that might have
He's
a problem.
bench pressing the horse.
Hey, I gotta build up my muscle somehow.
He wants to get its horse powers.
Show off. Technically, using steroids or the equivalent steroids.
It's legal and it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah, that is true. Cody Magnus.
Okay, so but he gets a level of Joshua, he gets a level of Joshua. So, but okay, that's one day.
What time of day is it?
Yeah,
when
what
we
time is
arrive?
it?
We like to place your horses in the cave. We have to bring in
Horses
I
in the
think
cave.
I want to leave my horse behind because I don't want to get eaten. The horse thinks I can't protect it inside the building.
Yeah, and it would take a lot more.
Where are we now? One day?
A mile away from where we think it is.
Okay.
It's like a ton.
I gather grass between the horses.
A pony's probably less, but it's still probably more than 300 something pounds.
Outside,
Where we are.
are there, you said there was a watchtower, is there a giant in the watchtower? Do we have a spyglass? Does anybody have a
That'd be
spyglass?
1,000.
I mean, I don't have one in my character sheet, but I am a pirate. Could I have one by default?
Wait, you guys
No, not
stole
at
a
1,000
spyglass
gold
from the
pieces
ship a
each.
few.
Yeah, you
I did steal that.
I was wondering about that. I know you stole something from the ship.
Then I am going to take
I have
a perception
navigated
check,
skills,
so I would be proficient.
that I never get
And
to.
wisdom.
Yeah, I'm apparently good at 3 dragon.
And I also
14 plus 8, 22.
What check
You see a giant
Perception with a
sitting down.
16, so it went up by 4.
You see it during the spyglass. You see a giant holding a mug. This blackout drunk.
We can just approach.
We got free reign right now. We got a drunk watchman.
Wait,
Rain is
on the
free.
watchtower?
A mile away. See, there's a spy.
Is the giant on the watchtower or somewhere else?
How high is the watchtower?
The watchtower is about 45 feet up. Yeah.
White one goes straight into the.
Do you have a silence spell?
Right up there.
That'd be cool. You know,
Shut up the watchtower.
shut up the.
Oh, he can't alarm them.
I mean, you can always leave the watchtower.
So you guys,
We need a plan.
you guys
something.
tie your horses up in the trees so you don't run away.
What do we want?
Yeah.
So we have two
Let's tie the
options. We
horses
want
up
to
so that they
disrupt
don't
their
run away.
ability to raid caravans, and we want to find out why they're here.
Yeah, but we can't find out what they're doing if we
But
attack
this
or
part of the swamp doesn't look any different than any other part of the swamp. There's no crossroads, there's no drier area. It just
Probably the most significant fact about it is it's.
I thought we were going to Greyhawk. Are we not?
No,
We were
Interrogating there and left.
and then we left.
Started back.
Remember when we
We left for the
Sorry, I don't
for
do
the
voices, which is kind of part of the book.
No, it's, like that's normal. Most people don't do voices when they DM, so that's my
Well, you
experience.
don't do character dialogue, which is
Started this fight.
So we're at the cabin, the outside of the cabin right now.
you're not outside the cabin. You're outside a cave a mile away from the cabin.
Okay.
and we use a spyglass to spy.
I thought we were way back, but okay.
no, the 4 days, the exhaustion, that was us walking 4 days or 4-day travel.
Great.
Through the rain.
So you're burning the cabin down track.
So do we have a plan for the cabin attack?
No, so we need to do reconnaissance, and we
What's
need
the plan?
How close is to the log cabin is trees that we can use for cover? Does it go right up to the cabin?
Reeds, there's a lot of reeds in the marsh. Maybe frogs probably.
We could probably get really close.
yeah.
We could probably get really close.
Well, why don't we invisible? These guys can both go invisible. Why don't we send them?
That might not
front?
even be necessary as the watchman is asleep.
Yeah, but we need to still get reconnaissance because we need to understand what they're discussing. That's why I suggest to comprehend languages. Because one, we don't know who they're taking orders from. Two, we need more information because they speak about this lady. We don't understand like how often do they go in intervals because Ron said only 30 giants at a time. We don't know if there's any traps or how often they switch for the watchtower.
Are you the only one that knows giant?
I speak giant.
And he has comprehend language.
So if,
Comprehend
any,
languages and I have tongues.
if anything, I think we should send 2 people. Tack, though you're good as a monk, you understand.
I have no interest in going into this lodge.
But we need to know what they're saying.
I can sneak to get close and send my familiar in to see what we can learn.
Fallon, is that what you want to do?
Oh,
I like this plan a lot more than sending me in because I'm gonna die.
is your familiar invisible or visible?
It's visible, but it's just I summon the spider.
Okay, spiders.
Oh.
So
Spider is innocuous.
So you're gonna
his name's Spidey.
you're gonna have Paladin
I'm gonna sneak as close as I can because my familiar can only be 100 feet from me.
What do you think?
Oh, turn invisible. Can you do invisible?
I'm sneaking.
Okay.
Besides, the guards sleeping. There's no one there. He's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you
going.
guys staying at the cave
I'm
or
going
sneaking?
with you.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to be as close as I can.
Wait.
But waiting.
Hold on.
With him hidden.
I've got an idea. I have 2 sending stones. Remember the sheriff gave it to me? Big Wig gives Talon 1 sending stone. If you're in danger, I'll keep a watch on it, but send messages if you're in trouble. If not, if I don't get a message back from you, I know you're safe, but come back as soon as you're safe. As soon as you can.
And if I can see you, I can send a message. So
You don't need to see. You just need to speak and send it.
no, with the message mentioned.
That's only 30 feet.
Oh, is it? Well, if you're 30 feet away from me.
That's why the sending stone would be better, because the sending stone has no distance limit. So use the sending stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so attack, we're going with Talon.
Okay, so we're. Is this the entrance?
This guy.
Or we'll just do the mind thing?
The door right there is the entrance.
Okay.
Where's your figurine?
I don't have a spider.
So this is guardsman.
You can use this as the spider.
Is this the front entrance?
Yeah, it's front entrance.
Okay.
Is there another?
Oh, familiar. Here, we have this. This little thing. Wait, you're going with them?
I don't. I just got back from the bathroom.
Some of us are standing up to send his familiar up to go even.
Yeah.
Comrade language you can just understand them.
Yeah, I'm letting them do reconnaissance. I'm staying far away.
So what can I do?
You can hear tongues.
You can decide.
That was my understanding. Double check.
Would it help?
I think that's the distinction.
Sorry, I don't have enough kill giant minis. We're gonna use fire giant minis for the remaining
Not a problem.
giants.
It's alright.
Okay, what is your stealth?
Hey, let's understand. I need to rework my proficiencies.
Oh, sorry. Place these guys at the entrance.
Yeah, looks like I feel like you should be. Is that Ganondorf?
Oh, no, he'll. Those
Ganon.
Yeah, they do look like Ganon.
Yeah. Twilight Princess Ganon.
So is that guy there, Cody, or is he by the front? They're where they are?
This is about where they'd be.
Okay.
Don't worry, this is not as bad as Ganon was. The module, they prepare for this.
Okay, so I guess my familiars before going in. I don't know. Is there an opening in the front door for like crawl under?
Is this here?
Sorry, from Holland.
I only added 1 giant to the encounter because the party size is
Was there any other entrance that I saw, or is it
There's
just the front?
there's big enough gaps for your spider to get through between the logs.
He attacks the last.
Any entrance or just
Any entrance. It's
You can
not
just crawl through the wall because the logs have gaps.
Okay, so I guess it just crawls through, it stays on the wall, doesn't go on the floor, and then tries to listen and see what's in there.
The first ring entrance has 4 giants.
Everyone gets one.
All of them minus this one are blackout drunk, and this one is on the ground, basically complaining about something.
Now it's the skeleton.
You have common language active or not?
Sorry, spun the other guy and said, hey, you look good, skeleton man.
Because he's talking, he's like mumbling.
Yeah, this giant's mumbling. I just want you to know. I just want you to understand what he's
Spit
saying.
on this guy now.
Sure, let me cast. I cast comprehend.
Stay away. You guys are gonna make it through a fight without that. Oops, I missed.
Comprehend language.
I can understand.
It's a ritual.
It can be a ritual, yes.
Okay.
But they could be talking about anything. They could be talking about the weather or
Yeah.
We still gotta try.
Well, he asked me, so
the
I have
sauce
to.
that Ragnar made last time for the humans was really pathetic. We need another cook.
I mean, they're pretty dumb, so they're probably mad that they can't see their forehead.
They're not going to say, oh, forsooth, Our benefactor has.
Write this down. I want him to actually be saying something like that.
And I don't know if you wanted to go deeper in this because it's almost 9 o'clock.
Oh.
That is true.
Yes. All it says is Nostros, the fat fool, should not be in power. That's because he has a mithril staff.
The fat fool should not be in power because
He has a mithril staff.
Nostros, the fat fool, should not be in
Totally a
power. That's
wizard.
because he has a mithril staff.
Totally an evil wizard.
The guy in power has a mithril staff and he's using it to lord over everybody.
It's like the
I want to
best kind of
I tell them what I heard.
payoff to a comprehend language.
And what I knew what a
Mithril staff is?
Yeah.
Mithril is a magical metal.
Mithril is a magical metal normally associated with the
You have another heal spell.
Underdark. That's what it's called.
As long as you can bring me back.
So Nostros is, he could be a mage wizard or someone from the Underdark.
Just
Came up.
he's almost certainly
Or some of his
a hill
parents
giant
sneezed when they were
that's
naming
controlling everybody else. But he could be a wizard that's controlling everybody else. You don't know.
Bigwig says keep listening.
And that's how you're going to use the sending stone for the dead? Maybe against just muttering just generic insults about the guy. His rotundness. His lower intelligence.
How close do you have to be to see through your familiar? 100 feet?
Yeah, 100 feet.
Not bad. And each square is 5 feet.
Yes.
So all of these are drunk. That guy's there.
That guy, he's mumbling drunk the other
And this is the entrance hall that we're talking about. Yeah. So we got 5 in the entrance.
So there's
hall.
one guy here.
These are supposed to be the guards. These 5 are supposed to be the guards. This is the only one that's not completely blackout drunk, but I might change.
But he's in a room, right?
He's not in a room, he's in the corner.
So the other 4 giants are drunk.
Blackout drunk, he's also drunk, but he's not unconscious.
This is the only guy close to the door.
Only guy close to the door,
He's drunk.
they're passed
I was
out.
gonna try to lure him outside.
Situation that ends in the plot device happening where like some noise happened, they all wake up, you know, in the story.
Let's hope not. That's why I didn't know.
What's the opposite of plot armor? Essentially, that's what's going to happen.
Bad luck.
And this is how big it is. So if something happens here, these guys
The unchosen hero.
That's the one.
Okay.
The unchosen one.
So these guys are all drunk. That guy's are they sleeping? They're
Everyone's
sleeping
sleeping except for the guy in the corner.
So when you hear him talking, he's talking to himself about how this guy's doing.
So we can wait till he sleeps and we can just.
No. How often are we going to have 4 out of 5 drunk, passed out guards?
But if we
This is our way in.
I know. We'll wait for him to go to sleep and we'll try to
So I have
get this.
a
We'll try to
thing
get
that
this
lets
guy
me,
out of the commission.
essentially walk up vertical surfaces, so I could get up this watchtower fast, get this guy. I don't know if I can stun him and tie him up or something, but
But he's a giant. There's no way you'd be able to have enough rope to do that. Unless you did stun. Huh?
It's 50 feet per one wolf.
Okay, but no, we still need more information. We don't know why they're riding the caravans or who's leading us.
That's true. Can my spider explore more? Like what's here, what's there? Does it find anything else?
I'll just let you scout the whole place. They wouldn't have
Yeah.
a spider. This is the map.
Okay.
so we have the full map.
So you can send us the full map.
It is an open storeroom.
Send the full
Full map.
A great hall.
Scouted all over.
I'm gonna touch myself.
Some sleeping quarters, kitchen,
And then
and some downstairs.
Stairs. Ooh, stairs going down. We're in a
small. So there is a base value.
Down in the swamp. They seem to be built around rock outcropping. It's natural. It's not, they didn't build these stairs. They're not natural, but they've been here for a while.
So this might explain why this lodge is here.
Yes.
This
They're
stairwell.
here because they're stairs.
There's no other creature that I see except for giants.
You see a Fomorian guarding the
Because
stairs.
if you can get
Guarding
detect
the
thoughts, then we
is
can
not
read their. If we capture one or just
What
get
level
close
is it?
enough, you can probe their mind.
Do you know what level it is?
It's second level spell.
Detect thoughts? Not bad.
I do not have one.
Sorry, I did not do enough.
I only have 4 second level spells.
what does it
look like?
And I don't.
What do the stairs
I
look
can roll
like? What do the stairs look like?
Does it look like I see the leaders in any of these?
The stairs are like in a square spiral.
Oh,
Just send the map into the Discord.
Okay, so I don't see the chief, I don't see his wife, I don't see the wolf.
Would you like to
Or the
begin
bear.
moving down the stairs? No, you see the bear in the sleeping quarters here.
Okay. It looks like everything's sleeping. I don't know, I think that's big. Yeah.
send the
100 feet already.
You'd have to be moving around the exterior of the building.
Class. Then we don't want to
Send the spike.
And in the prisoner room, you see there's only about
as a player.
5 left.
Yeah. Okay, since we went to Greyhawk, guys,
There's a lot of rooms for it to be a log cabin.
Yeah.
This is like a log mansion.
We're like up against the
It's not nice. It is dank. It smells of feces. It is.
It's like a
Well, clearly the budget is going, so
Okay.
That sounds very
It smells.
this is what happens when you don't clean your house, guys. You have so much more money to renovate.
on the pot.
Don't buy cleaning products.
Spiders isn't going to. I don't know if you want to do it now or next time. Spider's gonna go down the stairs.
Okay. Somehow coordinating this section with your reconnaissance.
Yes. We still need more information, so I'm glad. Send the spider downstairs. Let's find out what he finds out.
It's also 9 p.m.
Can you take a picture?
I'm taking a picture of the map so you'll have access to these because you've scouted.
Okay.
That'd be useful.
Yeah, great job, Cody.
Yeah. Very well done.
Really good. But you haven't killed anyone, so let's get the death count updated. That's 1 session, no deaths.
So sorry there was no combat. If no one wanted that. Next session is going to be
That's a win for us.
all combat. It's
No.
just gonna be nothing.
We've got a spider. We've got we've got good intel. You don't know.
If we're lucky, we'll never do combat.
No combat. No combat. The giant saying sword will never be drawn.
We don't know everything though. We don't know who is this Nostros, and we don't know why they're raiding the capital.
Well, we know Nostril. We know is the hill giant chief.
Yes.
We know he has a wife. We know his wife has a bear.
We know he has a staff that might be controlling everyone.
A mithril rod or something. Yeah.
Mithril staff, rod,
Something.
mithril tool. Even if it's just mithril.
And Cody said mithril is a drow underdog thing. I always think of mithril as dwarf thing.
Well, I always